So here's an idea that I don't think is spoken to as much, and that's the line between form and flow. So we can look at this from masculine and feminine kind of standpoint. We can look at it as the masculine being the form or the container, and the flow being what is within the container, or perhaps even what's out of the container. And what a lot of people tend to move with and through are the different stages of, am I flowing, or am I being informed and having more containment around what I'm doing, how I'm being, and how I'm expressing in the world. And I find a lot of times when men especially are exploring spirituality, there's this idea of dropping into the feminine, and that's really a great thing. It's something that is to be celebrated and really something to be explored. Now, the challenge is how more often than not, we can get lost in the flow. And this can show up as maybe not being as potent or productive. Could also show up as maybe not showing up, right? Could show up as, missing appointments, or, flaking, or all this kind of stuff that really is quite frankly prevalent in spiritual communities when it comes to a lot of men, not all men, but it's something that definitely happens. And what I find really important is to bring this back into the middle point where we integrate both the flow and the form, and we find what's in the middle, which is function. So I really believe that this is where mature, evolving men are, it's really important for us to stay within and on, is this line between form and flow. Too much flow and we just kind of don't get things done, and too much form and we lose our flexibility, our adaptability, and sometimes our playful nature, right? Our ability to kind of move with life as it's coming towards us and with us. And so really it's finding this line that I believe is constantly changing, right? And it is kind of an ever-evolving dance of the moment, of our presence, and what's happening, all around us in this moment. And really, where do we find our function, right? And I find for myself, where I find my function is within my breath, coming back into the present moment, coming back into my body sensation, coming into what is happening right now, so that I can, while being responsible to what's happening, which may be more the form, I'm also be able to be responsive to what's happening. And so as we kind of blend both these two ideas, we find our ability to function in the world increases, and our potency and our ability to really adapt and create with whatever is happening, to really expand and really to drop into function and flow and form. And so that's a little bit of a nugget today. It's not all flow. It's also not all form. We have to find our integration into this space so that we have functionality and our potency intact. All right, everyone. Much love and much more to come.